Here at the Nook and Cranny, we're always striving for freshness. Once again, we're preparing our lamb shanks, which are hard to keep up to. The secret in making good lamb shanks is a good quality New Zealand lamb to start with. You sear them. Always make sure to remember, color is flavor. So you want them darkened and caramelized so they're nice and roasted. Then you can turn around, and after they've done that takes usually about 15 or 20 minutes. A little bit of canola oil in the pan. Then you can turn off your pans. You start with your fresh mirepoix. Here I have some onions diced. Drop them into the hot oil. Saute them for a little bit. They'll saute very quickly in this oil because it's already hot. Next you can add your celery, finely diced. Saute those for a little bit. Once again, it's going to cook very quickly because the pans are already hot with oil. Next we'll add diced leeks, which add a nice bouquet flavor to it. Saute those in as well. This is a nice mirepoix for your lamb shank to be braised in. Next, it's diced carrots, which will add a little bit of sweetness to the meat. There's your nice mirepoix of vegetables, nicely sauteed. You can take this, just pour them right over your lamb shanks like that. And the next thing we're going to do is an old trick I've been taught by a chef. You take your tomato paste and put it in a dry pan. By putting it in a dry pan, you're going to neutralize the acid in your tomato so that it won't be so sharp. And it'll give it a little bit of nutty flavor too, burning your tomatoes. Now to turn around, and we have 1 cup of red wine. I'll shake out my tomato can. Don't want to be wasting any product. Deglaze your pan with the white wine for a nice starter. There you go. Nice. Now the tomato will cook in nice with the red wine. Then we add some diced tomatoes. Any kind will do, generic is fine. We'll saute those. As we're sauteing those, we'll add our spices, which is a little bit of oregano, depending on the amount you're making. A couple of tablespoons won't hurt. A little bit of crushed chilies. Be careful with these, as they can overheat. Then we start with some fennel seeds, which has a nice flavor to it as well. And then our last spice is going to be cinnamon. It gives it a nice, rich, bold flavor. Saute all that up, mix it all around. Make sure you get it all in the pan like that. Beautiful. Then we'll add a beef stock. A couple of cups of beef stock, nice, rich. Add that right into our tomatoes. There you go. This will basically be your sauce with your mirepoix for your lamb. We'll let that boil before we pour it over. This way we know it's all sterilized and it'll thicken slightly. Once it starts to boil, we'll just take it, add it right onto our mirepoix of lamb. Just like that. Another one just like that. There you go. Just the right amount to cover the meat so that when you're ready to braise it in the oven, it'll be perfect. Another little secret, saran wrap. You put saran wrap over the metal to hold the moisture in. I do that on a lot of products. It works out very well. And then you take your foil, shiny side down so that it holds the heat in. Then we're going to take these, we're going to place them in a 300 degrees oven for approximately 3.5 hours. And then the lamb shank should be ready for dinner. Thank you very much. Steve Clark, live from the Nook and Cranny restaurant. Happy holidays.